Apparently, promises were made to renovate the 40-year-old clinic, but to date, nothing has happened. Health workers have been locked out and patients turned back at this clinic. Angry community members decided to shut down the facility due to its poor condition. Window panes are broken, the ceiling has caved in and the paint is peeling. Let's speak to Mpumalanga Health Department spokesperson Dumisani Malamule for more. Very good evening to you. Thank you so much for your time. Angry community members are saying enough is enough. They cannot enter the facility. What is your reaction?
Well, we note the concern from the community, and we can agree that the clinic doesn't look in a good state. We have already injected funding for the clinic for the new financial year that will start on the 1st of April, where we are going to do major renovations because the plans of building a new clinics, it becomes a multi-year project, which basically means it must be started from scratch, from planning, from the infrastructure and everything. So in order to ensure that the community continue to receive services, we have noted the concerns and we have made sure that we have given money that will actually ensure that all the areas where needs to be attended to are fixed for them to be able to have a better clinic, while the plans to construct a new clinics are taking place, which will then we are busy talking to Treasury so that a proper assessment be done, and after that assessment, then it will then show how much the new clinic actually will need to be built, and for this, how long it will take us to build that clinic. But we do know the concerns.
Community members are saying that their cries have fallen on deaf ears. It sounds like you're only communicating this information to us as the media. Have you spoken to the community and engaged them? Because they are saying that you've made promises that have not materialized. They are risking their lives every time they enter the facility, hoping to better their lives.
Well, we have engaged the community after they informed us that they are going to shut down the clinic. We have told them that we are going to do major renovations. We did explain to them the issue that this new financial year, the issue of funding a new clinic, it's not really possible, but taking note of the concerns, budget has been made available. Because remember, even if you are going to renovate a clinic, you can't just allocate a budget. An assessment has to be made as to what really needs to be renovated, where it needs to be built, like maybe the new toilet or whatever. That needs also to be done in assessment, and then so that a proper enough budget for the renovations should take place.
I understand that, Dumisani. I really do understand that, because you have made mention of it. But you're telling me the same thing. What about contingency measures? Yes, budget constraints, yes, assessments need to be made, but this is not a new conversation. Your department has known about this for several years. What are the contingency measures? Because the community cannot afford to have this clinic completely shut down, because they need to still be able to access health. Well,
looking at the conditions and the plans that we have, we've got mobile clinics that are proper, that will be deployed to the facility to ensure that services do continue for the community, and that they get the service that they want, whilst the other areas are being looked at as to how are we going to ensure that these concerns are addressed with immediate effect.
Timeframes, when will this happen? Because, the community has shut the clinic as you and I speak, and they're saying that no movement will happen up until they have a concrete plan in place.
Yes, this matter will be finalized before the end of this week. We're having engagements about the clinic as to quickly deploy these mobile clinics to make sure that services do continue. We are also engaging with the community. So as soon as possible, we can say before the end of this, in fact, by actually tomorrow, this clinic will be attended to make sure that the services do continue so that there are no disruptions.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean that you will ensure that by tomorrow services will continue? Because it doesn't change the status quo. The paint is still peeling, the roof is still caved in, and the facility is not one that's feasible to work in.
Well, I made mention of mobile clinics that we have, which we will deploy to the area to make sure that they are there to serve the community and everything that is needed is there. While we are then starting to look into how we're going to be renovating this clinic, so just to make sure that people do get the services.
Yeah. You mentioned some of the reasons behind this being evaluation, how you're assessing the budget, but at the same time, we know that Mpumalanga's Department of Health has on several occasions found itself under the SIU's investigation. Just last year, the SIU, you're well aware, began its probe in scrutinizing financial spending and procurement services dating back all the way to 2014. That in itself is really something significant as you and I speak about a community that's demanding services.
Well, I will not want to comment much on the issue of the SIU. I think as a department, we will allow the processes to take place, as we did say before, that the proclamation by the president for SIU do an investigation into the department, we welcomed it. And as we speak, SIU is busy doing that investigation. And so I'm not at liberty to be actually talking about the information and the facts within it. So we think we will allow the process to take place, and the outcome that will be found by SIU on this investigation, that will then reveal how the departmental spending was, whether there were faults or whether it was spent well. So we will just would like to leave it at that.
Very well. Thank you so much for your time and engaging with us this evening. Dumisani Malamule, who's the Mpumalanga Health Department spokesperson there, speaking to us about some of the plans in place to ensure that angry community members are able to access a better functioning clinic in Mpumalanga.